It's Movie Time is produced by John DeSando. Listen to shows and read reviews online at wcbe.org.
I'm John DeSando,
And I'm Wayne Miller.
and this is It's Movie Time.
And John, you know that I'm not going to be flipping anybody off when I drive home tonight.
Listen,
Wow.
we've had a couple of doozies. The first
Yes.
one began this whole miserable season with Russell Crowe having a great time in
And
Unhinged.
Hint, which I really like, but I gotta tell you, John, this one, Alone,
Alone.
I think beats it.
Oh,
It's
yes.
more understated.
It's
Oh.
so tight.
Oh.
It is so well done.
Very well done, and you're absolutely right, because to sum it up, I would say the direction, production of it is tight.
Yeah.
It's not a real lean, it's a lean movie, and there's not a lot of fat
There
into
isn't.
this.
There isn't.
And very good acting.
Oh,
Very
excellent.
small cast.
Yeah. Jules Wilcox.
Yes, which I like her, and a lot. I mean, she could be a fraternal twin, like I said, as a good friend,
Good friend
of
of
ours,
ours, right.
but also like a sister of the young heroine in Unhinged.
Yeah, there's something about that dark beauty with
Yes.
that's feisty and
Yes,
resourceful.
yes, and of course you've known for like 40 years now. I've had a big crush on a Hollywood actress from Raiders of the Lost Ark, and Starman, and other movies. Karen Allen, feisty brunette that has kind of a girl next door look to her.
Well,
But boy, you don't want to mess with
look,
her.
the formula is pretty secure.
Yeah,
She's, she's had gone through troubles of
Yeah.
husband who's a suicide.
yeah, it seemed to be. But that's what one thing I liked about this movie, John. You're not overwhelmed with a lot of backstory about anybody,
No, right.
including her. Or if she's driving through like you had mentioned in your review, the lush terrain.
Oh, the Pacific
of
Northwest.
Oh my goodness, very good. And she's on her way to see her dad. She calls him, and he's worried about her. But you don't get into a lot of various
No.
things about
No.
that.
As in these good movies, everything, not everything, but it's so minimalist as far as dialogue
Yes.
that all of the visuals are pointed in thematic directions.
Yes.
For
Yeah.
instance, the car that she has, that she's pulling a U-Haul, is a Volvo,
Yeah.
an older Volvo.
Yes. Yes. And there's kind of like little U-Haul trailer
Yeah.
that she's pulling.
She
And-
looks vulnerable.
Very-
in the
And then,
Northwest.
and then passing him on a windy road, and then he speeds up to cut her off.
Now he's got a more serviceable vehicle. I think it's a Cherokee.
Yeah.
Kind of battered up.
Yes.
But the
yeah.
two of them, again, just as we're talking about here, visually you got the clues.
Yes, or you know what's going to happen. I mean, but what also, and it was something I was reading, and it brought up something that I think, especially Americans, since we are so dependent on our travel in our cars, and in the open highway type of thing,
Yes.
that there's so many types of themes that could be
Oh.
had by people, how vulnerable they are while they're traveling. And for some reason today, I got thinking about one of the granddaddies of that whole genre is Duel.
Oh, I just Steven
Steven?
Spielberg.
Yes, when he was very young, early 20s,
And how
before
about
Jaws.
this one a little bit? The
Okay.
Hitcher.
Oh, that definitely.
I love that.
One of the dearly departed we lost here, I think, in 2020.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Howard,
Well,
yeah.
look at here. You mentioned something that you can pass over, or that's key to this, that ties all of these together, is the road rage business.
Yes.
And here's
yes.
a woman with road rage.
Yes.
Now, obviously, he does too. I mean, because he practically pushes her off the road or into a
Yeah.
big truck.
Yeah, but he's got this kind of like, you can almost, is he, now, we know better because of what the movie is, and you see the trailers or whatever. But he comes off as kind of a nice guy.
Oh, I
kind
love
of talking. You mind helping me out? You know, I hurt my
Well, he
arm,
first
blah, blah, blah.
apologizes to her
Yes.
for his actions, taps on her window. The
Yes.
window's a great motif as well.
Yes,
She
yeah.
puts it down just enough.
Yes.
As she's smartly.
With her wide eyes.
I know.
But then in watching a trailer earlier today for this movie, and the great shot of her when she's kind of hiding, and she's up to water, up to.
Oh, good
I
one.
mean, my God, she looks like a like you see these crocodile eyes or whatever, but she's hiding there. But
Well, you know, and his name, he's a TV guy, Mark Menchaca.
yes, and I've seen him before.
Yeah.
And in movie, well, it's so funny because he's wearing these glasses.
Yeah,
and
right.
everything.
Yeah.
And he kind of looks like maybe kind of a everyman type.
Though
of
the most
nerd.
insidious part is his handlebar mustache.
Yeah.
You know, just which has to be a clue
I
that
know.
this is not
I
a good
know.
guy.
I'm coming for you. And I meant that, but we could go on about the movie, but one of the very few recognizable faces is a poor guy that at first I thought he's going to be a real jerk, but he becomes one of the victims. Anthony Held.
Oh, you know, why not? You know,
Yes.
out of all the actors you could have, why not pick the guy who was in Silence of the Lambs?
Yes, played the psychiatrist.
Yes.
And I told you earlier that today I watched an old episode from 1994 of Law and Order, and lo and behold, he's the villain in that with this smug. I mean, nobody can do smug better than Anthony Held in all the different TV shows that I've seen, but including the psychiatrist in Silence of the Lambs.
Well, the feminists will love this movie because this woman is resourceful.
Yes.
We're not saying
Yes.
that she gets away or not, but during
No.
this time, she has, while she's beaten up
Oh.
and terrorized, she is smart. And
Yes.
she is,
Yes.
you know, I have to give away a little bit of the plot by saying he does abduct her. He puts her somehow under a coma and,
yeah,
and puts
yeah.
her in his basement
Yes.
and locks her up.
Which is kind of interesting because she's not undressed except he's taken her shoes.
Yes.
And then when she does escape, not to give away a lot of the stuff.
Well, yeah,
but
I think it's critical for people to know. It
she
moves
gets-
from.
and that's what, and I tell you, John, when I first, in fact, I recommended this movie to you because I was going to get a DVD from the Red Box little kiosk thing, and I just happened to see that, and I'm thinking, it looks interesting, and but I get very troubled by movies where a psychopath kidnaps a young woman.
Yeah.
You know, going back to the guy that kidnapped those 3 women held in Cleveland, a plot device in a number of TV episodes of Criminal Minds or Law and Order
Yeah.
Special Victims Unit, and it all really, really bothers me, like it really bothered me about that guy in Cleveland that held those 3 women captive for years. And I'm thinking, oh God, is this going to be that type
Well-
of movie? But no, it doesn't.
A good thing that happens here is that we get him to talk to his wife on his cell phone. Cell phones are becoming such a crucial item.
Yes, yes, yeah. You know, which also another thing that, along with her relationship with her deceased, lost by suicide, husband or boyfriend or whatever, her relationship with her father, it's one of those things that's so understated and flies kind of under the radar that's crucial to add like a little kernel of information into the plot.
Yeah.
But we're not beaten down. We're not beat up with.
Well,
in fact, his character, we never find out his name is just man.
It's just man. Well, that makes it, of course, figuratively for all men.
Yeah,
It allows
yeah,
that to
yeah,
happen.
yeah.
But what I like about his conversations with his wife is that he appears like a loving husband.
Yes, and several of the scenes that he seems like a nice guy.
And that's the
But
same seduction that we got at the beginning when
Yeah.
we think, oh, well, he's a nice guy, he's apologizing to her.
Maybe he's not the. If we
Right.
didn't know better, me looking at who was in the cast, and I'm thinking Anthony Held who played a victim, a later victim.
Yes.
That was going to be the bad guy.
Right.
Because of his the smugness that I know of the roles.
Well,
that
and it helps that helps us remind us of how smooth Hannibal Lecter was.
Yes, very,
Yeah.
very much
It's
so.
the words that are as dangerous
Yeah.
as
yeah.
the actions. All right, Wayne Miller.
Okay.
The movie is Alone, and I
Well-
hope we're not alone on the waves here.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because I'm glad, I recommended it to you, and 3 hours later, you emailed
I
me
had done
back.
it last August.
Oh, you saw last?
Oh yeah, that's why I had the review to you so fast.
You'd already written it. Oh, I'll be darned. Well,
Anyway.
and I know what you're gonna give it, and I'm gonna do the same thing because I thought it was a great B plus movie.
It is a B
Very-
plus, perhaps
ex-
only because it participates in a long-standing genre.
Yes,
Uh,
yeah.
But it is.
Imperiled but Tough Women, which, of course, we've always enjoyed that, the company of Tough Women.